So now the case of 4 terms. So why 4 terms differ than 2 terms? We are looking for what is the greatest common factor of the numbers and what is the minimum exponent. But what makes it different here is that sometimes these 4 terms can be further simplified and we cannot get them in the product form just by taking common of these two things. So let me explain this with an example. So let us take one example, 5x plus 5y plus 8x plus 8y. So here you can see that there is something common in 2 terms, but nothing is common in 4 terms. So then our first step should be to look for if there is anything common in 4 terms first. If nothing is common in 4 terms, then we should look for 2 terms. Whether something is common in 2 terms, yes, there are few things we can take common from 2 terms. For example, we can take 5 common from these two and 8 common from these two. Or we can take x common from these two and y common from these two. So these two have y common, these two have x common, these two have 8 common, and these two have 5 common. So now because we have 2 pair of commons, one is the pair with x and y, one is the pair with 8 and 5. So it means it's likely that this term can be factorized. Actually, this can be factorized by 2 methods, 2 different approaches. First, by taking number common, we can take 5 and 8, and then we can take x and y common. So let us do it with both methods. So first we take 5 common from these first two. So we take 5 common and x plus 5. And then we take plus 8 common from the next two and we get x plus y. Now this is a product form. This is a product form. And this is another product form. So when there are 2 product forms, so if we have something common in these 2 product form, basically we have x plus y common in these two, then definitely we got our answer. Because if we take common from these two, just like we can take common from 2 numbers, like 3 is being multiplied by 5 and plus 5 is being multiplied by 4, so we can take 5 common and 3 plus 4 will be the inside the brackets. So in similar situation, we can take x plus y common from these two. And what will be left inside the bracket? 5 from the first term plus 8 from the second term, which can be further simplified as 13, and we can bring 13 in front. So 13x plus y. This will be the factored form of this whole expression. So from 4 terms, we reach into this single product form. This is one product form. So this means that this expression has been successfully factorized. So now instead of taking number commons, we can take x common from 5 and 8x. So let's do that. Now we write together 5x plus 8x together plus 5y plus 8y together. Now we take x common from first two and we are left with 5 plus 8. From the next two we take y common. We are left with 5 plus 8. Now again we have 2 product forms and we have 5 plus 8 common. So 5 plus 8 is 13 basically. So we have 13x. First I write down this plus 13y just to simplify. And then now we can take 13 common. and x plus y is left inside the brackets, and we get the answer. So there are two ways to solve this equation. So when there are four terms and you cannot see common in all of four terms, so you should be searching for common in any of the two terms. Is there any common in any two terms? And if there is, so you can try to factorize it. It could be factorized, it could not be factorized. So it depends on the situation. But in this case, we were able to factorize this expression. And this is also called simplified form sometime. So this was an example with four terms.